Hi, this is Module 5, Power of 3. My group consists of the lovely Alexandra Anderson, Alexandra Key, and Michelle Steffs. The medical technology we chose to present is the hybrid closed-loop insulin delivery system used for type 1 diabetes. This closed-loop insulin delivery is essentially an artificial pancreas and is a recent medical innovation aiming to reduce the risk of hypoglycemia while maintaining tight control of glucose. This device is characterized by real-time glucose-responsive insulin administration and responsive insulin delivery components. A disposable sensor measures interstitial glucose levels, which are fed into a control algorithm which regulates the delivery of a rapid-acting insulin into the subcutaneous tissue by an insulin pump. This modulated insulin delivery is based on glucose sensor readings that are measured every 5 minutes. This device is an amazing example of medical technological advancement because of the huge burden of type 1 diabetes in the world. Type 1 diabetes is one of the most common endocrine problems in childhood and adolescence and remains a serious chronic disorder with increased morbidity and mortality and reduced quality of life. Increased knowledge about the pathogenesis of type 1 diabetes in the past few decades has resulted in methods for disease prevention. The disease results from an immunological destruction of the insulin-producing B cells. An interplay between genetic susceptibility and environmental agents provide the fundamental elements for the formation of type 1 diabetes. This developed information formed potential targets for both improved disease prediction and prevention. While this hybrid closed-loop insulin delivery system is only a source of treatment after the onset of type 1 diabetes, it saves type 1 patients from having to painfully test their blood glucose levels by pricking their finger and then having to inject an appropriate amount of insulin. This technological advancement makes the painstaking process of type 1 diabetes disease treatment less painful and time-consuming. The hybrid closed-loop insulin delivery system is not only a useful tool for adults with type 1 diabetes, but is the most promising B-cell replacement therapy for children with type 1 diabetes. The patented Medtronic MiniMed external physiological insulin delivery, or EPID system, combines an external pump and sensor with a variable insulin infusion rate algorithm designed to emulate the physiological characteristics of the B-cell. This slide shows a young girl named Sarah who received the Medtronic MiniMed external physiological insulin delivery system. Researchers at the School of Medicine and Lucile Packard Children's Hospital were testing easier ways for younger children with type 1 diabetes to get the doses of insulin they need and tested Sarah's insulin levels using the MiniMed system. With this system, patients achieved very reliable and safe overnight glucose control, mitigating overnight highs and lows with minimal manual intervention. The improved glucose control dramatically decreases the risk for overnight seizures and long-term complications associated with type 1 diabetes in children. According to Sarah, the closed-loop system has completely changed her life. Sarah is a swimmer, and she is especially happy that the device can stay on while she's swimming. Hybrid closed-loop insulin delivery systems have the potential to make life much more manageable for the millions of people living with type 1 diabetes. Although the existing hybrid closed-loop insulin delivery systems are life-changing, there is room for future improvement. In a more challenging, fully closed-loop configuration, the control algorithm is not aware of meals and exercises and delivers insulin solely based on sensor glucose levels. There are several areas of the current model that this fully closed-loop system can improve upon, including faster insulin delivery, more accurate and reliable glucose sensing, adaptive insulin modulation algorithms, dual-chamber hormone pumps, increased communication between the glucose sensor and insulin pump, and less intrusiveness of the actual device on the body. With any new technology, we worry about safety, as oneself, friends, or family could be using this new hybrid closed-loop insulin delivery system. This therapy was deemed safe during an in-home use by adults and adolescents. The study phase demonstrated reductions in hyperglycemia and hypoglycemia in users compared to the baseline. So not only is the system safe, but it also improves treatment outcomes when compared to type 1 diabetics who were not using this treatment. After discussing this amazing hybrid closed-loop insulin delivery system, I hope you're excited and wondering what this amazing technological advancement has in store for millions of type 1 diabetics. Here are a few things to think about. First, what are the possible consequences of a malfunctioning hybrid closed-loop insulin delivery system, and how could this be prevented? And secondly, compare the risks and benefits of the hybrid closed-loop insulin delivery system with the traditional treatment of type 1 diabetes.